can see my right down corner here. I don't know whether you can see this very well. I know the right down corner of your Google head, we have the latitude and the longitude displayed. Are you with me? Yeah. We have the latitude and the longitude display. So in this case, we have two types of coordinate system. We have the geographical and the projected. But in this case, I prefer using projected if you are dealing with small region or not passing through or encroaching another zone. So I prefer using a single projected system. But let's assume the area you want to work on is entailing more projection, like projected coordinate system, like more of those zones. I would advise you use geographical coordinate system. Are you with me now? So now, as we know that Nigeria is having 3 projected systems, yes or no? We have zone 31, 32, and 33. So in this case, for Nigeria, we have 3 projected zones. Coordinate system. We have zone 31, UTM, 32, and is what you know. So you know it, so don't stress us. You're a surveying student now. Yeah. We are taught in, is it projection? We are taught in projection. So, Mr. Okon, yeah? Yeah, you're right. Town planners, you're welcome. We have zone 31, zone 32, and zone 33. Yeah, 31 now, you're right. Thank you. We have north, we have south. So now, how do I know which projection I'm working on? Now, if you zoom into your whatever study area and whatever, blah, 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 like that, so you go to your tools, option. If you check your option, you have decimal degrees. These are the units for geographical coordinate system. You have decimal degrees, we have degree, minute, and seconds. We have degree, decimal, minutes. You go to your tools. Can you see that? You go to your tools, you go to your 3D view, and then you check for the show lat and long. Yeah, you go to options. Click on tools, you see options. Click on the options. Are you there? Options now. So you can see we have lat long, decimal degrees, degree, minute, seconds, degree, decimal, minutes, and universal traverse Mercator. This is what we are interested in, UTM. So once you click your universal traverse Mercator, you click OK. Universal traverse Mercator. You click on the tools, go to your options. Under your show lat and longs, you have universal transverse Mercator. Can you see that? That's UTM. That's what you click on. Then you click OK. So once you click OK, the right hand corner of your Google Earth, you have the coordinates being displayed with respect to their zones. Yeah, that's the issue. I don't know. Huh? That's the maximum resolution. That's the maximum resolution. So probably we can see the coordinate being displayed as I move my mouse. Can you see the coordinate display at the right bottom corner of your Google Earth? The right bottom corner of your Google Earth. You can see the coordinate being displayed. Yeah. The coordinates. You can see series of numbers. Within the range, as you have imagery dates, then you have 30 whatever knots. Can you see that? With some series of numbers. Did you get that? Yeah. I can't get you, sir. You said, please let me hear you one by one, or because I can't get what you are saying. No. I'm not talking about degree this time around. Once you set your show lat along to UTM, you have those coordinates display in projected form. It's not connected to the internet. Oh, that's why. So you're going to have your 30 whatever, depending on the zone you are moving to. Like as I'm zooming out, moving to another country, I'm having the zone changing to 34 here now. So I'm having 34 here. You can't see very well, but if you have it on your phone, you'll be able to see it on your system. You'll be able to see it very well. So as you're moving to different country, you are having different zones assigned to different country. So now, let's focus on Nigeria. So we're having 31, 32, and 33 zones for Nigeria. So let's assume you got a job, maybe from anywhere in the world, and we're like, before you can start the job in your Arcmap, you have to know the projection, the coordinate system used in such region. You get my point. Let's say China. I'll just navigate I go to China, or I can just search China. So I'm not connected, sorry. So the first thing is like we're trying to find out how you can know the coordinate system you're working with in your Arcmap. That's the first thing. So let's assume we are using China, for instance, and China. This is the boundary for China. So I'm going to China straight away. China. So this is China. As you can see now, we're having the zone to be 48 south. We have range of 48 south, 47 south, whatever. So that means it belongs to the southern part, because normally from the equator up the north and then below we have the southern part. Do you get that? So depending on the area you're working with, so that's how to identify the zone you want to work with in your Arcmap. So now let's go back to Nigeria now. So you move into Nigeria, and let's say I'm using OAU as an example of what I want to work with. So once you zoom in, you can see that I have the projected value to be 31 knots. 31 knots, that is the projected zone for the area I'm working with. So that is how to identify the zone of the region you want to work with throughout the entire world. Did you get my point? Yeah. Mr. Sonny, how you doing, boss? Thank you. Yeah. So I know the zone already now. So I'll go back to my Arcmap software to define the coordinate system I want to work with. Now this is my Arcmap. This is New York City, but that's not where we are going to. So I'm going to remove this. Now, you open your Arcmap, you're going to have the same interface I have here, yes or no? Are we having the same thing? Yes. Now, the study area I have is OAU, and I've identified the projected coordinate system using my Google Earth to be what? Zone what? 31 knots. Good. So you right click on your layer, you go to the properties. Are you with me? You go to the coordinate system. You right click on the layer. Go to the properties. When you open your Arcmap, you have the same interface as I have, right? Yeah. Now, right click on your layers. Go to the properties. You have this, right? You have this data frame properties. You click on the coordinate system. Are we together? Now, you have your favorites, but for the first time, you're going to have two things. You're going to have your geographic coordinate system and your projected coordinate system. It's because I've been working with this, that's the reason I have my favorites. So these are the list of coordinates I've worked with so far. So, but for your own case, the coordinate system we saw on the Google Earth is a projected coordinate system, yes or no? Because we are working with respect to a small area, and we saw it the other time on the Google Earth that it was 31 knots, based on 31 knots. So we want to set that in our Arcmap environment. So that's the first thing to do. Now, you click on the projected coordinate system. Are we together? Now you navigate to the UTM. What? Can you see what I'm saying the other time? We have the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. So depending on what you saw during the previous software we opened, Google Earth, that will let us know which coordinates or which hemisphere we have to pick. Are you with me? Yeah. So now, since it's 31 knots, so that means it's northern hemisphere. So you click on the northern hemisphere, and then you find the zone which is 31, right? So I have it here. You left click on the zone 31. Are you together? Okay. Where do you get lost? Now? Yeah. You go to your projected coordinate system. You go to UTM. You navigate to your WGS 984. Are you there? You select your northern hemisphere, and then you search for the zone as seen from the Google data. So that is 31 knots. So now, 31 knots. WGS 84, UTM zone 31 knots. So, in case you don't want to stress yourself again, you can just right-click on that and save to favorites. Are you with me? If you don't want to go through all this stress anymore, you can just right-click on that particular zone, right-click, then save to favorites. But I already have it in my favorite, so that's the reason I'm not having this thing activated. Yeah. So once you click that, then you click OK. So now, my Arcmap environment has been set to Universal Traverse Mercator Zone 31 knots. Do you have any question? All right. No. We're trying to familiarize ourselves with the environment of Arcmap at first. You get my point? So it's like when you have your AutoCAD, you want to set your AutoCAD, you use your UN units, right? So the same thing applies there. Before you can work in Arcmap environment, we have to set the coordinate system of the area you want to work with. So that's the first thing you do. So now, based on the area we are working with respect to OAU. So we make use of the Google Earth environment to know the zone we are to set our Arcmap environment to. Are you with me now? So that's it. So the next thing now is how to import spatial data into ArcGIS. Now remember, the zone we set for the Arcmap environment was what? 31 knots. So every data you are bringing in must be within that same what? 31 knots, the same zone. So you have to be careful. But assuming you are setting your coordinate system to maybe like WGS, ordinary, like the word geodetic datum 84, you can bring in any shapefile since they are using the same thing. But if you are working pertaining to a zone, you have to be very careful. Bringing in another data of another zone, you are having datum conflicts. Are you with me now? Yeah. So the next thing is, how do we import data into Arcmap? So we have many ways we can import our data into Arcmap. The first thing is you can use your layer. And how do I do that? You right click on your layers, you see add data, yes or no? Yes. That's the first step. There's an icon here up, this plus icon. Can you see that? If you click on that, you can see add data, right? And the third option is you can come to your catalog and locate the folder where you save your data to, and then you can drag and drop within your Arcmap environment. Okay, we have three methods of importing spatial data into your Arcmap. The first method is through your layer under your table of contents. You right click on your layers and you add data. That's the first step. Or you can use this icon, add data. Are you with me? Or you can use your catalog option. You locate the folder where you save your work to. Are you with me? And then you can drop, or you can drag and drop your data. Are we together? All right. So that is the three methods of how you can import spatial data in your Arcmap. Now, I have an existing data here. I'm going to teach you how you can download spatial data. I sent a link to the group the other time on how you can download different spatial data, being vector and raster. Did you check that? I don't know. Let me see. Maybe I can just try to refer that. So, but majorly I do use Diva GIS for downloading my vector data. So anything that has to do with your raster data, you can use depending on the purpose you want to work with or work on. Let's assume you want to work on maybe environmental monitoring, maybe land use, whatever. So you're going to be using your Landsat or Sentinel data, their raster data. Are you with me now? So, but right now we are using vector data. So there are different sources where you can download your vector data from. But majorly, what I use most of my time is Diva GIS. Are we together? Diva for vector data. No, I'm still searching for that. Sorry. Okay, can. Okay, let me just forward all this data to the group so that it will serve us. Okay, right. So I'm going to forward all those data to the group, then we can download and then we can play with it. Oh, where's this link? Oh my God. I'm coming. I talked about that. We're trying to bring in data, spatial data into our Arcmap environment. And we've already set this ArcGIS environment to UTM zone 31 months, right? So I want to bring in my OAU boundary. Are you with me now? So I have an existing data, Tonia. That was for last what's it called? Last session. So I have OAU data. So like I told you the other time, there are many ways you can bring in your spatial data. Are you with me? There are many ways you can bring it in. So, like I said the other time, is either you right click on your layer, you add your data, then you navigate to the folder, you click on the whatever data you're bringing in, then it will add up. Or you can click on this icon here, add your data, and then bring in the shapefile you're adding up, or raster. You can either use this to bring in your raster or vector. These are the two types of data type we have in GIS. We have the raster and the vector. The vector are represented in point line, polygon. Your raster is like pictures, imagery, and whatever, like the tessellation of pixels. So now, this is OAU boundary. You can decide to pick any zone of your choice, as far as you have the data for that particular place. Are you with me? This is how to download from GeoFabrics. Let me show you. You have to be connected online to get that done. So this is how you can download your another method of downloading vector data. You can use GeoFabrics. So this will be working with respect to different continents, and then you can pick the particular country you are interested in. Are you with me now? Now, let's say I'm like normally Nigeria is in Africa. Let me try to minimize this. Sorry, I'm trying to look this out. I don't know why this is. Sorry, I'm trying to like show you. Okay, right. I can get it done. Sorry for that. So this is what I'm trying to say. We have different continents, right? And then inside each continent we have different countries. So Nigeria is in Africa. Don't go to North America. So now I can just try to like, okay, I have Nigerian data. Then you can click on Nigeria. You can see the preview at the right side there. Then so they don't have the sub-region data for Nigeria. So that means you're going to download the Nigeria data as a whole. Did you get my point now? So if you're interested in such data, the data is referencing to OpenStreetMap. You know there are different methods you can download using OpenStreet. You can use BB bike extracts, but that one is limiting you to some extent. But with this method, you can download for as many as you want to download pertaining to a specified country or region. So are you with me, Sir? So right. So I don't need to download any data. I'm just trying to show you how you can download your vector data. Gang, are we together? All right. So now let's go back to Arcmap. So this is my Arcmap. So I can use any method. You can use any method of your choice to bring in your data, but I like dragging and dropping. So I'll just locate the particular folder where I have my data there. I can just drag. This is my OAE boundary, so I can just left click, hold your left click and hold, then drag and drop. So that's it. Yep. Yeah. From Senate, like Department of Survey, Senate. I worked there when I was in my Suez one. So I digitally. There was a map done 1983, so I had to convert. Yeah. Okay, how do you get it? All right. Okay. Let me try to send out to the group. So it's very easy somehow. Or do you have a flash? Do you have a flash? I think Benga has it. You have the way you boundary your system. You can send it to others. So yeah. Do you have a flash? Can you lend us a flash? Okay, right. You have a flash? Yeah, bring it to you. So that will make it more faster and easier. So you can have the OAE boundary. So this is the OAE boundary now. Just have the data on your flash. You can just give it to others. So this is the boundary of. Let me just send the entire folder. Folder, you know, Tonya. Folder, you know. Folder. Which system you need semester? So this is the OAE boundary. So let me wait so that, yeah, add your base map. So once you add the base map, it will ask you which one are you trying to select, like which one are you trying to use. You have to be connected. Yeah, connected to the internet. But I'm just trying to show you it's not compulsory. You get my point? When you're connected there, then it's not popping up otherwise. You can, in case you don't have this thing active, you can just restart your Arcmap. in case you don't have this thing active, in case this ArcBase map is not active, you can restart your Arcmap. So that means your ArcGIS is not connected to the internet. This is how you know this particular thing here. This thing. If you're having anything like red crossing, that you won't be able to access that base map. Did you get that? Yeah. Yep. So that means your ArcGIS is not connected to ArcGIS Online. You have to save your drawing, cancel that, reopen that drawing again. Did you get my point? Genga, are we together? Femi, are we together? Sofiano, are we together? I know. Are we together? All right. Yeah, this is what I did. Go to your symbology, click on a single symbol, double click on the symbol. That will allow you to change your color, whatever you want to manipulate. So since it's a boundary covering a particular feature, so I want the boundary to be visible. Like I only want the outline alone. So I don't want it to block me from seeing buildings and other features within my study area. Are we together now? So I can use hollow as the type. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
And then my outline color, since it's boundary, you're gonna choose red, depending on your choice. And then your outline width can be increased depending on whatever you want. I prefer 2. And then you can click OK, apply first, so to see the changes. Can you see that? Can we all see that? Now you can now click OK. So this is the outline of Obafemi Awolowo University. So before we move to spatial analysis, whatever, I don't want to go straight to this yet. Do you have any question? I don't want to go to all this yet. Man? Okay.